This morning I made a couple of videos about Dazzler, and I really think, okay, the reason why I made videos about Dazzler and Taylor Swift and what does it have to do with it ends with us multiverse? Well, come to find out, you guys know that Sean Levy and Taylor Swift were at work meetings that had absolutely no reason to be at for It Ends With Us. What the freak were they doing at Buckingham Palace? Well, I really think that they were discussing Dazzler, that they were planning bringing in, like, I think in Deadpool and Wolverine set up the stage for Taylor Swift to enter the MCU. In my opinion, allegedly, it really feels like what's his name is trying, Ryan is trying to force the hand and trying to get a crossover, Deadpool crossover with the MCU and mutants and stuff like that. There was a reason for Wolverine. It needed to have the mutants because of Dazzler and wanted the MCU to bring in Disney. And it has to do with Dazzler, in my opinion. I found a screenshot and I can't share it here because of copyright reasons, because Disney's super freaking, you know, nitpicky about this. And so I'm not even going to risk it for the biscuit. But there, you guys go look, search Disney Plus, Dazzler, Taylor Swift, and you will see an image that freaking is so much like her video in Opalite. The mask, the disco, the works. Which brings me to my point, my next point. In the It Ends With Us multiverse, let's discuss Opalite. Before we start, breaking down the video, I want you to remember Thumbs Up Guy. This is Thumbs Up Guy, remember? The whole vibe. So the video starts with coworkers and showing, crappiness and unhappiness and blah 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 blah. A garbage can. Call me crazy, but them coworkers remind me of Baldoni and Baccarin. Anyway, the whole video has like this 90s vibe and it's very much Barbie colors in my opinion. Like the whole thing is got super Barbie vibes. This totally reminded me of Barbie, and as a matter of fact, one of the outfits back there, like with the whole the blue and stuff, that Barbie, I kid you not, I had a Barbie that had that exact outfit. I was probably 5. Anyway, going back, you see like that Taylor in the video, or Lonely Woman, gets a rock that is the best friend, right? Orders it, and um, then she starts, playing with it, just, spending days, right? They're working out together, and hence the Barbie workout video. In that video, the working out together, you know what it reminded me of? Maybe it has nothing to do. Maybe I'm like reaching, like this is a reach, right? But for It Ends With Us, Blake Lively was working out 4 hours a day. Were her and Taylor working out together? I don't know. But it seems like something that you do with your bestie. As a matter of fact, when I go to the gym, I don't like to go alone. And I haven't gone in a long time because like sometimes my friends can't go and stuff like that, so I just go walking. I need to get back to it. But all this to say, that's something that you do with your bestie. You go to the gym, you go together, you get on the machines and stuff like that, and you're like chatting and whatnot. It seemed like a bestie thing to do. So I imagine, what if Blake Lively and her were working out together? And then in this scene, this reminds me of Ryan Reynolds. I showed you a picture of Thumbs Up Guy. The whole vibe, it sounds like him. Ryan actually was naturally blonde when he was young. And hear me out, okay? After much thinking and discussing and chatting, even with, bouncing ideas with people too, because I was like, am I in the right? Like, what do you think? And you guys tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments. I seriously need to know, like, especially from Swifties, like, what the lore is here. But I think that both The Rock and the cactus are referring to Blake Lively, that they're disparate, different aspects of Blake Lively. Taylor experiences Blake as a rock, maybe weighing her down, maybe having like the coldness or, of a rock. I don't know, emotionally, like as a friend, like, not just being like a rock. And to Ryan, maybe it was like a cactus. Every time you touch, you want to love on them, but then boom, like you get hurt, you get hurt, you get hurt. Throughout the video, we see, how, you know, to Ryan, like everything, the whole situation with the cactus is like more romantic. With Taylor, it's a friendship. Oh, and the calendar in that bedroom scene with the cactus and the lonely guy, I I couldn't get a good screenshot, but the calendar says middle something management. It reminds me of ML Management, the company that works for Ryan Reynolds. And so, the scene at the bar reminded me so much of that, The Shining. The bar in The Shining. The dress Taylor was wearing was like that. Rachel Leigh Cook wore similar, like in the '90s movie. She sold that. But what Taylor does with that drink is exactly what Blake Lively does in that commercial, for Betty Buzz or Booze or something to the guy. Just kind of like feeds the, you know, chugs, lets the guy chug the drink exactly like that. This bracelet reminds me so much of that bracelet that Ryan wears that says dad. And I've seen Blake Lively wearing friendship bracelets like that. This reference right here of MTV and like the singer, it just reminded me so much of Alanis Morissette. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong. So I mean, things aren't going well, right? And both of them order Opalite, like the spray. And when he sprays and she sprays, all of a sudden she appears in his living room, like all covered in some sort of goo. It reminded of me of like the Nickelodeon slime. Anyway, Opalite, I was looking up what it meant, the lore. I mean, I think I have Opalite actually. Like I collect crystals and stuff like that. I have Opalite, I'm sure. But it's a man-made crystal, but uh maybe it's manufactured happiness. I don't know. But in here, it looks like, Taylor's character, the lonely woman, has had it rough, right? And lonely guy comes in and just kind of cleans her up. Is it cleaning up their reputation? They spend time together and start becoming besties. They're playing games, and turns out they both like the same stuff. They go back to the mall, and they're eating pretzels. What does the pretzel mean? It's got some sort of meaning. Anyway, what do you think? I love how they see like cactus and in this the mall, and it's giving them the finger. Oh my god. They approach this dude. Who is that guy? Who is that guy? The Nopalite guy. Is that Tom? Does this have to do with Tom, like the guy that blocked Deadpool for 11 years? Tom, whatever his last name is, I forget. Saying no, no, Dazzler. And like he was about to spray, Taylor's character, and then this guy saves her. There's more. Follow for part 2.